We're going to address this budget meeting. You know, what was happening last night. It's not too bad. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and address it though, and talk about what was happening. I tried to get in there, um, set up the room and everything, and classmate didn't come in. I ain't gonna say no name. No need to do all that, because I am putting this on YouTube. Primarily because when my wife called the school administrator, they said, or whoever she talked to, they said, well, if you don't complete this class, if you don't complete this, we're gonna go ahead and drop you out. And that's bullshit. Because these budget meetings are definitely a problem for me. The last time we tried to do these budget meetings, they had me set up with Zoom, and Zoom, for some reason, the classmate said she couldn't hear me. All right, and I know that wasn't true because, hell, my wife gets on Zoom with me and she can hear me just fine. But this other classmate saying she couldn't hear me, and had issues working with me, because of the mental problems, I guess. I have the frontal lobe epilepsy, and I don't know if anybody know. I don't know if it's epilepsy or PTSD. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. Whoever is familiar with that stuff. But sometimes you can say and do things, that don't make no sense. And half the time you don't even remember it. I did notice that there's a lot of people that were friends that aren't friends no more because of the anger and the rage and stuff that goes on. Inside my head, that's part of what's got me believing that it's PTSD. But what the school administrator said, well, if you can't do the test or you can't complete this, then we're going to have to kick you out of school. No. Um, that's ADHD, Bubba. That's Adults with Disabilities Act. You can't throw somebody out of school, just because they have a mental or physical disorder. You know, you have to accommodate that. Um, that's the way that is. You're just gonna have to deal, brother. Figure out something else. Um, I'm not refusing to do the work. I'm just saying these budget meetings that you got us working in Zoom ain't working for me. You hell, I sat there with the thing open last night, waiting on a student to come in. My wife got in the same class, in the same meeting two, three times. Now, she does sit in there with me under ghost mode, and the reason why is because she's making sure I'm not going through any of these displacement type seizures. I'm not zoning out. I zone out and I say crazy shit out my head. She has to be there, to put a stop to that, to get my attention, make sure nothing's happening, that shouldn't be. Um, my wife's a trooper. She's a real trooper. Been there helping me since day one, since this stuff started. But let me go ahead and address, you know, what the school is wanting me to do. We'll let the robot read it. Yeah.
Prepare, working in news teams can be a rewarding experience, and it also comes with challenges. The greatest obstacle is coordinating schedules, so that you can meet for the live budget meeting. While you are not required to meet in Zoom this week, if you can connect with your news team during this week for 5 minutes to test your technology, you will have the chance to address any issues before your actual budget meetings in.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, we tried to do the meet, and we just couldn't. I mean, hell, I was sitting there for 10 minutes, um, waiting on this person to come in, and talk with her and everything, and she's never heard anything. We tried to get we sent out invites, links, all that stuff. Nothing ever came back. She kept telling us that she was in some kind of room or something waiting, and I'm like, you know, sending out the invites, sending her the codes and stuff, to get in. Never heard anything. Um, it's better, if we have to do a budget meeting, to do it with Facebook. Um, see if I can get this going. Let me open it up first before I smallen up this picture. Right now I'm using OBS. I gave the school my link for. I gave the school the link for. Um, I, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Hit the wrong one. I gave the school the link to my main page, my main web page, and as soon as this opens up, yeah, I'm getting a lot of friends requests from people I don't know. I'm sorry, people. I'm not trying to add. I don't mind the porn bots, but wife does. She gonna pull my birth card. She gonna pull my birth certificate. I'll keep on. I'm not that pretty. You don't need to be adding me. You send a message to someone. Look at that. It's because some people don't know how to operate this stuff. I don't know what it is. See, I'm getting a lot of women all of a sudden adding me. Yeah, here's my wife. All right, if you click right there on that telephone, bam, that's gonna bring up, that little icon right there. There's a phone and everything in there, and of course you can see I'm recording the screen on OBS. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You don't have to worry about Zoom. If there's a problem with, people using Zoom, then take care of the problem. Use something different. That's my only thing. Part two, yeah, I'm using Zabber Reader, and I'm letting Zabber Reader read everything, and that's how I'm doing it.
2.png. Reflect, consider what times you can meet with your entire team for the live budget meetings during the duration of the course, and post those times in the discussion area. Remember that flexibility is key to being a successful news team.
Okay, I don't know how to put any times in there as far as that goes, because 90% of the time I'm here on YouTube and Facebook. What am I doing? I'm trolling people, online. I'm trolling people in the chat box. I've even, gone through these seizures type deal, and have said things, that, people come back to me, and I knew what it was. Hell, I was having a seizure. I done, said something foul to somebody, and I'm sitting here laughing about it now, but, this shit ain't funny. But most of the time, yeah, I'm sitting here on, YouTube, Facebook. So there is no time unless there's a doctor's appointment, and if there is a doctor's appointment, I got that, that's basically what I would be posting. Do I have a doctor's appointment? No, I had one yesterday. Or, yesterday. Yesterday morning I had to go get some, had an EEG done. I had to go get them wires taken off my head. That's a fun experience, walking around with a big 5-pound box on your hip. Trying to keep the dogs from getting to it. I got a shepherd dog. She be trying to get that box. Not a fun experience. All right.
3.png. Right, post your available times in the budget meeting discussion area in the classroom by day 3 of week 1.
Again, they're talking about times. It's the third time they asked me about times and posting times. Dude, I'm on my computer 24/7. Hit me up. It's not that hard. If there's a doctor's appointment, hit me up. Yeah, hey, I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. Because I do have a cell phone. See, here it is. Show you, it's got Facebook and all that stuff right there on it. If you send me a message in Facebook, it's gonna get there right there on the phone. It's gonna get there. I'll see it, and I'll say, yeah, I'll be up with you in about an hour. I mean, I'm trying to work with other people's schedules because mine's open,
4.png. Respond to peers, dialogue with your peers to finalize a time to meet each week. This means that you will need to review all of the posts of others to find a common time to meet.
Again, there's no dialogue. I mean, there's no post. There's nothing to say. Just hit me up. schedule it. What's good for you? I'm here. Um, it's not that hard. I'm not getting offended, but I'm just saying the only thing is I don't want to work with Zoom because there's been too many problems with Zooms. People can't seem to navigate through the programs, and then you got to pay for the program, and I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for no program, especially something that I know I'm not going to use because after school is done, um, when school is over, I'm going to be doing my own thing, Um, like probably trying to get the AI coded. I'm not very mathematical, but I will try to code this bot my chat bot as best I can, and get them to help me do some things here and maybe bring some things, some better content, to my page or whatever. I'm not really a news journalist type person. I can, I'm doing pretty good in the class as far as I know. Um, C's, B's, and A's in the school. But I do philosophy and religion, or philosophy of religion. I'd rather do something, into that. Linguistics, I'd rather do something with that. Just bring that type stuff up, on my page. Um, when I was in school, hell, I created most of my templates already. I was, taking notes. And I'd be taking notes, and creating my little templates, as I went along. There's no, nothing hard about it. You just got to do the work. And I've been trying to do the work. But I'm not refusing any work. I'm just saying, if the technology part if the technology part isn't working for other people, it's just not working. You have to do something different. And evidently Zoom isn't working. I mean, you've had me in budget meetings with people with Zoom. It doesn't work for them. So y'all figure it out and don't threaten to kick me out of school because I'll sue. That's a lawsuit. I'm trying to do the work. You kick me out of school saying that I'm refusing to do it or whatever, that's a lawsuit. And so no more threats like that from the school administration because I will contact a lawyer.